Hey there, everybody. How's it going? So it is the last day for the Boss Battle Simulator. Hope you guys have enjoyed it and have been, logging in and doing your clears every day. And hopefully you guys have been ranking really well. I've been sort of pretty steadily in the sort of 100 to 200 rank pretty much each day on my daily rankings, and I'm also sort of between 100 and 200 in the total rankings, which I feel pretty good about. Being a free-to-play player, I think I probably could have done a lot better if I had pulled for Engineer Donald, but that's the FOMO, right? That's how they get you. We of course didn't know that Engineer Donald was going to get such a huge damage boost, but thankfully Carnival Donald trolled me hard since day one, and he's been able to basically be my top damage dealer, considering that he's been the most laughable, of the 3-star damage dealers since day one. He's really come out of nowhere. Now, with that said, hopefully you haven't wasted too many crystals pulling for him on the current gotcha banner. He's definitely not worth it. But yeah, after a week of this sort of brand new event, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on what you guys think about the event and how you think it went. Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what things you liked about it, what things you didn't like about it, things you think they might want to improve on in the future, because hopefully they'll keep running this event and they'll keep improving upon it. For me, I like that the weakness changes on a daily basis, and I like that there's both a daily and a total rankings. I think that's really cool. It kind of drives engagement that way. And probably the biggest thing I don't like about it, however, is the fact that there are a limited number of runs that you can do on the boss. And there's no way to sort of recharge that. You get 10 attempts at the boss, and that's it. It's like whatever score you have, the high score you have at 10 runs, that's all you get. And I really wish that there were unlimited runs, or at the very least, tie it to stamina, so that it's 5 stamina or 10 stamina per run, so that at least you have the option to regain some stamina, so you can do some more runs, or you can use pots or whatever. I would prefer there to be at the very least, give us the choice to do more runs after the initial 10, because one of the things that folks like me like to do in the game is we love to test different units, different strategies, figure out what works, what doesn't work, and you don't really get that luxury when you only have 10 runs at the boss, especially when you have no idea what the AI is, you have no idea what it's going to throw at you, and especially on day one. Like if all of your best strikers are blue strikers, on day one you may be kind of SOL, because you're just trying to figure out how the boss works, and then you're kind of stuck for the rest of the week because the rest of your bench is rubbish. You don't have any of the other strikers, maybe you don't have the bonus units, so there's this sort of inherent downside to starting the week only being able to do 10 runs. You're just trying to figure out how the boss works, and you could be really stuck in a bad place if blue strikers are the best you have, and that's the first one you got to go at it with. So I think they need to improve that aspect of it more than anything. But overall, I had a really good time with it. I thought it was really fun. You kind of learn that there's a base team that you can kind of get away with. A lot of the whales basically just ran Ursula, Belle, Carnival Donald, Engineer Donald, and usually Patisserie Mini for the SP gen. And that, pretty much all the whales did was just roll with that team all week, because Carnival Donald and E Donald both had the 200% damage bonus, which means they beat even the color strikers, handily. So yeah, even if you had a color striker, if you have both of those units, you're probably not bringing a color striker. But yeah, so the top teams basically just use the same team all week, and they're just running crit variants basically. They're just seeing if they can get lucky on rolling those the crit damages from Belle, and whoever rolls the better crits wins that day basically. So it's kind of interesting to see. So, maybe they could do something where it inspires you to change up your team composition a little bit on a day-to-day basis, but that might be too complicated. I don't know. next time they'll probably have different bonus units, so that could definitely change things up. But it seems like the bonus units, because the bonus is so huge, and just in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, the damage bonus on these characters is 200%, so it's plus 200%, so that's tripling their damage. It's a huge bonus, so that essentially makes them stronger than a color striker, a matching color striker. So if you have those units, you basically just use them. Now, of course, Archer Donald's pretty trash, but if you don't have a better unit to slot in that spot, like maybe you don't have a color striker and you don't have really strong DPS units to go with it, he's definitely a convenient little and easy slotting because he just does his normal attack every turn. Hopefully next time they'll have a wider array of damage bonus units. It'd be nice if they had like they selected like a 1-star unit too to also throw in the mix, so that you could throw some of those units in there. But anyways, I like that idea of having the damage bonus units, but it does kind of make the color strikers irrelevant if you have those. Now, today's the last day, and they left Red Striker for last. So I'm just going to, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and just run through all the levels. So we'll just go ahead and do Battle 1. This should be a pretty easy clear. Here's my Red Strike team. Just running Carnival Donald. My core team is Genie, Belle, Patisserie Minnie, and Donald. And then I've just been swapping out a color striker if I have a matching one in that last slot. I'll quickly just run through what I have on the seed abilities. So SP charge and EX skill activation. This has been on my Genie for a long time. It's just really nice because it's just a little bit of extra SP every time he procs his EX skill. He doesn't do it too much during this event just because I don't use his skill too often, so his EX isn't going off all that frequently, just the way that my rotation works. But yeah, that's always been on him. Donald's got SP consumption reduction by 20% because his skill costs a lot of SP, and since he's the strongest unit, I want him basically just spamming that skill as much as possible. And so, yeah, I rolled that one up on him, and that's going to stay on him so that he can just spam his skill as much as possible. Patisserie Minnie, I did eventually roll SP lock resist on her. You don't need 100%. Obviously, 100% skill lock resist is the best you can get, but if you have SP lock 50%, that's good enough because the boss's SP lock is not a 100% proc chance. I think it's like 75%, so if you have 50% SP lock resist on her, that's probably good enough to get you through. But this way, I never have to worry about it. My Adventurer Mickey has attack skill power up 20% because he is my DPS unit, so I want him to have maximum attack power. And I wish he was at least LB1, but he's not. Belle also has SP charge on EX skill activation so that we're generating a little bit more SP as we go. All right, and that's my team, and let's just go ahead and get these the first two battles are going to be quick and easy. We're just going to blast through, and then we'll get to the challenge one, and I'll do a few runs on the challenge one and see how we go. So for these, I'm just gonna try and end these really quick. I'm just gonna do Belle, do some skills, and we're just gonna try and knock this guy out. All right. So we don't really care on these. You're just trying to kill the boss so that you can move on to the next one. All right, battle 2. Woo-woo. Okay. Should be able to do the same thing on this one. It might take an extra turn just because this guy's just a little bit bulkier. All right, but I'm basically just going to do the same thing. Yep, he'll hit us a bunch, and we'll just skill again. There we go. Cool beans. All right, the challenge boss. I love the bandana. It's great. I think the bandana's hilarious. All right, so we've been fighting this guy all week. His AI has not changed from day one, so we're basically going in. We know the AI pretty well now. It's just a matter of getting lucky on what the boss does to us. If he decides to target, the damage dealers and kill them faster than some of the other units. It just means we might have a lower score. Also, our critical hits depends on what our critical hits are going to do, and if we land a lot of crits, we might have a higher damage, we might have a lower. I've been averaging each day, I think I've been averaging right around like the 250,000 range. I did have a pretty good run yesterday with my White Striker team where I got almost 317,000, and so that was my high score for yesterday. I had a really good day on the Yellow Striker day too, because obviously with Carnival Donald, did pretty well. I'm not really sure how this one's going to end up. I don't think I'm going to be able to break 300,000 with this crew, but who knows? I might get lucky. So I'll do a few runs and we'll just see how we go, and hopefully I get a good run for you guys here. All right, let's see how we go. All right, yep, all good there. Don't need to change anything. All right, so we're going to change up the strategy just a little bit, of course. So we want to do our buffs first and get those going. Also get Patisserie Mini generating some SP for us. All right, not seeing a whole lot of crits yet. That's unfortunate. So the boss did an AoE right away. That's usually a bad sign. I usually do worse on those runs. But yeah, we'll just see how we go. All right, I don't need Genie anymore because 30% damage reduction is more than enough. So I can start running, unloading some skills here. I definitely want Donald to go first because he's got the defense break. So that way the defense break is in place for Adventurer Mickey, who comes after him. So let's go ahead and unload here. We got pretty lucky with the SP lock, I should say. Like, the only person who got SP lock, it looks like, is Genie, which is really good. Okay. So we don't quite have enough to do another striker. Let's do Mickey. And that way, I think I can probably get off one of Donald's EX skills by the end of the 5th turn. So I think I'm going to do that. Nice, and we have our skill for next turn. All right. So yeah, we're going to need to do. In fact, let's just go ahead and roll everybody here, and let's just unload. Let's unload some damage here. I will save a little bit to make sure. Actually, I don't really need to. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's unload here. Ouch, yep, there goes Mickey. That one hurts. But that's all right. We're just going to do... I only have enough to do Donald. All right, so we're just going to do Donald. And yeah, everyone else is just going to attack. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. When the damage dealer dies before you get to the end, that means, you're definitely going to have a lower run than you would otherwise. So I'll definitely want to run that again. Yeah, I mean, 250, that's pretty average, though. I think maybe if Mickey had survived long enough to do one more skill, probably could have gotten that up in like 275. So let's see. Let's give it another run and let's see if we can't get lucky here. All right. I'd like to see if I can get a little bit better. Let's see if we can get another run where we don't get the AoE. Maybe get some better crits in there too. I wasn't really tracking the crits on that one and how well they were doing. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Oh, there's one. All right, we got one on that one. Ugh, another AoE. I hate this. All right. Yep. Typical. Just unloading some skills here. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 more attack skills here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and unload and just just in case, you know, somebody dies, let's just go ahead and do it all up front. Okay. And now we can do everyone's skill again. All right. So we're getting all of our buffs and everything. And we're just continuing to unload as much as we can. Would love to see a bit more critical there, but you know, we'll take what we can get. Oh gosh, that AoE kills me. All right, well, yeah, we'll just do another skill. That's all we can do. Yeah, not good luck on that one. Yeah, that just means, you know, lower crits. I'm gonna try one more and see if we can get a run without so many AoEs, because like, ugh, those AoEs just totally wreck the runs every time. I've had a couple of runs like throughout the week where he did no AoE damage, and it was like those were my best runs, obviously, because we could just, you know, we could just mow him down. All right, yep. So we're starting with our buffs. Let's do it. The usual stuff. Okay. Man, the AoEs are just relentless. All right. Yep, we're just buffing with Bell, get our crit chance up. Hopefully we land a bunch of criticals. And hopefully Mickey does not die. All right, yep, we're just gonna unload the skills again. Again, just trying to unload that damage as much as possible. And no crits on either one of those. That kind of sucks. Okay, here we go. Using our skill, and everybody goes. All right, we just got to stay alive. Please don't do the AoE. Please don't do the AoE. Oh, but he didn't do the AoE, but of course, he still hit Mickey. Of course, that is just fantastic. All right, well, you know, that's the way it goes, huh? Man, that kills me. Oh, but hey, I got 270. All right. Yeah, it's because we had a few more people alive there in the end. I was able to do some skills. See, man, if Mickey had been alive, God, I feel like we could hit 300. I'm going to do one more. Mickey's, the problem is his defense is so low because he's only LB1. That's what's killing me here is like that defense. He's got the lowest defense out of everybody on the crew. So his defense is really, really low. I wish I had more. I went all the way to pity for Mickey when he came out, and then, you know, because I was expecting him to come out shortly thereafter in the premium pool, and then they took 2 months for him to come out, and I have not pulled a dupe since then, so, yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. All right, come on, let's have some better luck on this one. Let's have some better luck, guys. Keep Mickey alive. Keep Mickey alive. Come on. Oh, freaking AoE. All right, as long as he doesn't do it on the second one, though, right? Oh, man, P-Mini's looking bad, though. Holy cow. I'm afraid she might die from the poison. We just gotta... Although we've been getting our miracle ability pretty regularly. So I think we should be good there. Oh, man, she's... Oh, God, you didn't. You didn't just kill P-Mini. Okay, well, that pretty much tanks my run. Jeez. Well, you guys have probably been fighting with this too, so you know, you know. All right, I've got nothing. I've got no SP, so this is going to be a trash run. Yeah, total garbage run here. Fantastic. And you see, this is why I don't like the 10 run max. Because what if you just got like horribly lucky and all 10 of your runs were just complete wipes? And maybe that 11th run, like some people don't mind just playing it over and over and over again, just trying to get that best run. Like whales, they love this stuff. Like they love just rolling for variance. They will pay. Like they will pay for crystal, like even if you charge crystal recharges, like they'll pay for crystals to recharge the number of runs they can do, so they can just run it over and over and over again, chasing variance so that they can beat, so that they can be number one. It's like, I just don't understand why they're limiting the number of runs against the boss. It makes no sense to me why they would limit the number of runs against the boss. And this is sort of showing why I think this is why the limitation on the number of runs is not a good idea. Oh my god, freaking leave Mickey alone, you turd. Seriously, just leave him alone. Leave my boy alone, seriously. Leave my boy Mickey alone. I'm gonna move Mickey actually. I'm gonna move him into the 5th slot. Seriously, like he keeps targeting Mickey and it's pissing me off. I'm just gonna move him into the 5th slot. Like sometimes moving slots helps with those things. But yeah, that's really ticking me off because like, he's gonna die from poison this turn. Like, yeah, I won't even be able to get my my miracle ability. He's gonna die from the poison here. Yep, there he goes. Worthless. My gosh. Killing me with this stuff. Yeah, just go ahead and kill everybody, please. That would be fantastic. Alright. Well, let's just do the best we can here, right? That's all we can do. I got a crit there. That's pretty good. Ooh, 2 crits. Alright, that wasn't a bad turn, all things considered, but yeah, 248. So like I said, it's usually been around my average, around the 250 range. Assuming I have the right striker to go with. Alright, I don't want to bore you guys too much here. Like, I don't know that I want to do all 10 runs. I might make this my last one, and then, I'll do some more later. So you guys don't have to continue watching me struggle through this. My 270 run was pretty good. That honestly might be the best run I get. Oh, I did say I was going to swap Mickey out. Crap. I forgot to swap Mickey into Belle's place. All right, well, we'll see what he does here. All right, well, he didn't target Mickey that time. We still got the AoE, which sucks, but that's not so bad. I don't mind if he targets Genie, because Genie has really high defense, so that's perfectly fine. Like Genie or Donald, both of them have really high defense, just because they have really high LB levels, so I don't mind them getting targeted by that single target attack. All right. Oh, I don't have enough to do both of them? Are you kidding me? All right, well, we'll do... I'll tell you what, no, let's do... No, because I want that defense break. Dang. All right, let's do P-Mini instead. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, because I don't have the defense break on Mickey. So I need Donald to skill for that defense break here. All right, at least I feel like we're getting pretty lucky on the crits here. That's pretty good. All right, normally we'd have our miracle ability. That doesn't make me happy that I don't have the miracle ability on this one, but all right. Yeah, because I need to do these skills here. Yeah, there it is. All right, and you're probably gonna do the AoE and kill everybody, so that'll be just fantastic. Another run ruined. Hey, no AoE. Oh, look at this. This might actually be my best run then. Sweet. All right, don't need Genie, so let's just do everybody here. Boom, crit, good. Yep. Didn't get a crit on that one, that's all right. All right, this is gonna be my best run, I think. Oh, dang, that was it? Oh, that was the last turn? Oh, frick. Man. All right. Well, I'm going to stop there, at least as far as the recording goes. I'll obviously finish up my runs later off screen. But yeah, 271 looks like that's probably going to be my best score, which puts me, you know, I'm ranked 16 for now. That'll obviously go down. Like I said, I've been usually in the like between 100 and 200, but that does put my total at, oh, just shy of 2 mil. Man, I wish I could hit that 2 mil mark, but yeah, it's not going to be me. But yeah, you see the you see the number one people hitting like 4 million, easily doing twice as much damage. That's funny. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this event. Like I said again, let me know what you think in the comments below. You know, hopefully we got something new coming tomorrow, because otherwise there aren't going to be any events running. It might just be a dead week. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So thank you guys so much for following me, and I will see you on the other side.